God, and thank all of you for watching and listening to me again. Then guys, today's video is going to be very useful for all of you, because in this video I will explain you, look at how to use tenses in day-to-day communication. Yes, if you want to know how to use tenses in day-to-day communication, so this video is only for you. It means I want to tell you, if you have learned tenses, if you have learned tenses in a proper way, but you are not able to use them in your day-to-day communication, so you must watch this video. Okay, so let me start. Today I will not tell you any structure of any tense. In this video I will not tell you what are the formulas of tenses or what is the identification of tenses. Today I will tell you how to use them in your communication. But I will tell you name of them. I will tell you name of tenses, but I will not tell you structure of them, because you have already learned. Today I will tell you how to use them in day-to-day conversation. Okay, so first of all, as we know, there are three types of tenses. Look at, first one is present, and the second one is past, and the third one is future. Okay, and each of them, like all these have a subcategory. These are three main categories. Okay, and all these three categories have four subcategories. Look at, if we talk about present, so present has four subcategories. How? Present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous, as you all know because you have learned tenses. Okay, next one is past. Similarly, past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous, isn't it? Next is future. So similarly, future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. These are tenses. Okay, and you know 1 2 3 4, so 4 3s are 12. So overall there are 12 tenses. If you have learned, so you must be knowing. Okay, in this video I will tell you how to use all these 12 tenses in day-to-day conversation. Listen, so first of all I want to tell you, what do you mean by communication? First of all I want to tell you, what do you mean by communication? You know, communication is a skill. Communication is a soft skill in which one person asks question and another gives answer. Are you getting? I mean to say, communications means there are two parties. One is considered a sender and second is considered a receiver. Okay, it means one person receives message, okay, and the second person gives response. It is called communication. Okay, as I am speaking at this time, so I am communicating with you because I am giving something and you are taking something. Okay, I am a sender and you are a receiver. So we both are having communication to each other. It is called communication. Okay, so you know English is a language, so language is used in communication. Language, any language of the world is used as a communication. Listen, here we are talking about English language. Okay, so in English language, you know, receiver and sender, as I told you, in all the communication of the world, one is receiver and second is sender. Okay, sender or receiver. Listen, now how to use tenses? How to use tenses in communication? Okay, first condition, what is condition? We use communication. We use communication for questions. What is the first use of communication? We use communication for questions. And what is the second use of communication? We use communication for answer. Okay, so our communication is depend on two things. As I have just told you, we use our communication. First point is for asking question, and second one is for giving answers. And how to use in English? Look at it has four questions. It has 2 points. You know, first and second. Okay. So what is the first condition of questions? What is the first condition of questions? Look at. Start with helping verb. You know, whenever we ask questions to anyone, okay, so it starts in first condition. It starts with helping verb. How does it start with helping verb? It means, you know, what are the helping verbs of English? Do. I have written here do, and apart from do, does, did, will, shall, has, have, been, have been, okay, had been, will have been, shall have been, all are considered helping verb. Okay, so it is the first condition of asking the question in tenses. With the help of example, you can better understand. Okay, I have written here, do you speak English? So it is a helping verb. Okay, and if I tell you the name of tense, so this question is framed. This question is framed with present indefinite tense. Okay, because what we are having here, do. Okay, so do and does are used in present indefinite. So do you speak English? In communication we ask question. So what is the first condition of asking question? We use helping verb in the starting of a sentence. So in the starting this sentence, what we have? Do. So do you speak English? If I want to communicate with you, and I just ask you a question, do you speak English? So what you will answer me? How will you answer this question? I want to tell you, if someone asks you, do you speak English? So how will you communicate with him? Look at answer. First condition and first condition answer. It is first condition questions and it is first condition answer. If someone asks you, do you speak English? So what must be your answer? Whether it will be in yes or it will be in no. Okay, so you know, whenever we answer, so we answer in affirmative condition or negative condition, isn't it? So if you know English and someone asks you, do you speak English? So what will you answer if you know? Yes, I speak English. What you will answer? Yes, I speak English if you know English. Okay. In case if you don't know English, and what should be your answer? No, I don't speak English. Isn't it? Are you getting? So it is just a tense. It is nothing else, just a tense, and it is present indefinite. But you know, it is used constantly in English communication. If we talk about indefinite tenses, so these are used constantly. Okay, so similarly, do you speak English? So this is the first condition of question. So answer must be in first condition. Okay, so you can answer if you know, yes, I speak English. If you don't know, no, I don't speak English. Are you getting? So here, do you speak English? If I tell you, are you speaking English now? Are you speaking English now? So what is changing here? There is a little bit changing of helping verb. You know, are you speaking English now? Now I have framed this question in present continuous. If I ask you, are you speaking English now? Okay, so what should be your answer? In yes or no, you can answer, sir, yes, I am speaking now. If you know about English, so you can tell me, sir, yes, I am speaking English now. And if you don't know, so you can tell me what? Sir, actually, I am not speaking now. Isn't it? Okay. And you can also frame it in perfect also. You can also frame same question in present perfect. Okay. Has someone asked you, have you spoken English recently? So you know what I have used there, present perfect. So you can answer in same condition, yes, I have spoken just. Yeah, I have just spoken. So you can answer, no, I have not spoken yet. I have not spoken yet. Are you getting? So in this video, I am not telling you structure. You must know structure yourself. Then only you can identify what I am asking to you. Okay. Similarly, I can also question. I can make question with any helping verb of tense. I can frame question with any helping verb of tense. If I want to make same condition in present perfect continuous, so how I will ask? Do you know? Look at, I'm telling you. Have you been? What I have used here? Have you been speaking English since morning? If I ask you, have you been speaking English since morning? So similarly, you can answer yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you would be, if you would be a native English speaker. If I ask you question with a native English speaker, sir, have you been speaking English since morning? So what must be the answer? He would answer me, what? Yes, I have been speaking English since morning because I am a native speaker of English. Isn't it? If I would be in America, if I would be in Australia, and if I ask someone, sir, have you been speaking English since morning? So what must be the answer? He would tell me, yes, I have been speaking English since morning. So what questions I have framed till now, you know, it was in present, like all the four categories in present. So you can also make them in past. Okay, if I ask you, did you speak English yesterday? So what I'm telling about? I'm telling about past indefinite. If I ask you, did you speak English yesterday? If you spoke yesterday, so what would be your answer? Yes, sir, I spoke English yesterday. Look at, yes, sir, I spoke English yesterday. Isn't it? Similarly, if I ask you in past continuous or past progressive, so what would be my question? Were you speaking English yesterday? Were you speaking English yesterday? So what should be your answer? If you were speaking, you must tell me what? Yes, sir, I was speaking English yesterday. Okay. I mean to say, you can use each and every tense in your day-to-day communication. Okay. Apart from this word, you can also use any word meaning. Okay. What is the important part of English communication? Your vocabulary, your word meaning. Okay. Here I speak. You can use any another word meaning according to condition. If you want to ask someone, do you live in Mumbai? So what is changing here? There is changing of word. Okay, it means word, vocabulary. If you ask someone, do you live in Mumbai? If you ask me, do you live in Mumbai? So what I will tell you, actually I don't live in Mumbai. What I will tell you, what I don't live in Mumbai, but I live in Gwalior. Okay, whatever you want to ask, you can ask through tenses. Okay, so do you live in Mumbai? So what I will answer you? No, I don't live in Mumbai, but I live in Gwalior. Are you getting? So in this way, you can use tenses in day-to-day conversation or in day-to-day communication. Now, I will tell you next condition of questions. Okay, I will tell you how to ask. First of all, I told you start with helping verb. what I have just told you. First condition of question is that when start with helping verb. I have explained you. Now I am telling you second condition of questions. What is the second condition? Start with WH word. Start with WH word. Look at example. With whom do you speak? If someone asks you with whom do you speak in English, okay, it is also a question, but it is started with WH word because with whom is what? It is a WH word. Okay, if someone asks you with whom do you speak in English, so you can also ask her, you can also answer what? Start according to WH word. When you answer second condition, I told you. So what is the condition second of answer? So look at it is the second condition of answer. Okay, if someone asks you with whom do you speak in English, so what will you say? What? I speak with my friends. What will you answer? I speak with my friends, or whomever, or whomever you speak in English, you can tell his name. You can also speak, sir, actually I speak with my parents. If your parents know how to speak in English, if your parents know how to speak in English, so you can tell me, sir, I speak with my parents. So it is called second condition of question. And apart from with whom, there are a lot of interrogative words like WH word. If I ask you, when do you take bath? If I ask you when do you take bath, okay, so how will you answer me, sir? I take bath in the morning, okay, or I take bath twice in a day in summer. I take bath twice in a day in summer. You can answer. So I mean to say in this video, I want to tell you, if you have learned tenses and if you are not able to use them in your day-to-day communication, so these are useless. Okay, so you must use them in your daily routine. So then I have explained you all these things. Then I have explained you all these things, how to use tenses in our day-to-day communication. Now I am telling you some practical example. Okay, we are just communicating. Suppose I and you both are communicating to each other. Okay, so how we will communicate in tenses? Okay, I am telling you. I will ask you question. I will ask you some question and I will also tell your answer. You need to listen only. Suppose I ask you, do you eat non-veg? Do you eat non-veg? So what would be your answer? In yes or no? So you will tell me, sir, actually if you are vegetarian, so what you will answer me, sir, I don't eat non-veg because I am a vegetarian guy. Okay, and if you are non-vegetarian, so what would be your answer? Yes, sir, I eat non-veg because I am non-vegetarian. Isn't it? So are we communicating or not each other? Similarly, I can also ask you in continuous sense. If I ask you, are you talking to me now? If I ask you, are you talking to me now? So what would you answer me if you would be before me? What would you answer me if you would be before me? So you would tell me, yes sir, I am talking with you now. I am talking with you now. Okay. If I ask you, have you seen the Taj Mahal? Have you seen the Taj Mahal? So what would be your answer? If you have seen, then what would be your answer? Yes sir, I have seen the Taj Mahal. And if you have not seen, so what would you answer? Actually sir, I have not seen the Taj Mahal. Isn't it? If I ask you, have you been watching my videos? Have you been watching my videos for 5 minutes? Have you been watching my video for 5 minutes? If you are watching now, okay, so what must be your answer? Yes sir, I have been watching your video for 5 minutes. Isn't it? If I ask you, have you been living in India since childhood? Have you been living in India since childhood? So your answer would be what? Yes, I have been living in India since childhood. Isn't it? If I ask you, have you ever cast your vote? Have you ever cast vote? So if you are 18 years old, so what would be your answer? Yes sir, I have cast my vote. If you are not 18 years, so what should be your answer? Sir, I have never cast my vote. Isn't it? So it is called communication, and I am using only tenses. So with the help of tense, 90% people speak in English. You know, I am giving you ratio. With the help of tenses, 90%, you know, 90% people speak in English, and it is reality. Okay, in this way, if you want to ask question in past, if I ask you question, did you watch any movie yesterday? If I ask you question, did you watch any movie yesterday? If you watched yesterday, so what would be your answer? Yes sir, I watched movie. I watched the movie, and you can also name of that movie. Okay, I watched Bahubali 2. Okay, and whichever you watched. And similarly, you can also ask question in future. Suppose I ask you question, will you watch my video in future? If you are interested, if you are liking, and if you figure out my videos, so you will tell me, sir, yes, I will watch your videos in future. Okay, you know, because there are a lot of YouTubers who make videos on English. If you like them, so you would go for them, isn't it? And if you understand my video, if you figure out my videos, so what would you tell me, sir? Yes, I will watch your videos in future. Okay, if I ask you, will you succeed in your life? Will you succeed in your life? If you are hardworking guy and if you are diligent, so what do you say me? Yes sir, I will succeed in my life, isn't it? Okay, if someone asks you, had you gone there in 2000? So if you had gone there, so you would answer, yes, I had gone there in 2000, isn't it? And if I tell you about the second condition, start with WH word, so you can make a lot of question in tenses, and it is it must be part of communication. Okay, I'm telling you some question, I'm asking you some question in WH word. If I ask you, with whom do you go to college? Okay, with whom do you go to school? So what would you answer me? Sir, I go to school with my friends. And if you go alone, so what do you tell me? I go to school alone, isn't it? If I ask you, what do you do in the morning? If I ask you what do you do in the morning, so you can answer me, sir, I get ready and I go for my school and I go for my tuition classes, isn't it? If somebody asks you, or if I ask you, okay, if I ask you, at what time do you wake up in the morning? So you can answer me, sir, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, or I wake up at 7, 8, whenever you wake up, isn't it? If someone asks you, whom are you talking at this time? Whom are you talking at this time? So you can ask that guy, I am talking with my teacher. Okay, I am communicating with my teacher. Okay, so if someone asks you, what do you want to become in your future? So you can answer, I want to become a teacher, I want to become an engineer, I want to become a doctor, whatever you want to be. So what I am using here, I am using only tenses. Apart from tenses, I am not using anything else. So you can understand what is the importance of tenses in day-to-day communication. Okay, if I ask you, how long have you been living in India? How long have you been living in India? So you can answer me, sir, I have been living in India since my childhood, since my birth, isn't it? I mean to say, if you have learned tenses, so you must use in day-to-day communication, otherwise these are useless. I hope you must have understood. Okay, so one more thing, if you like my videos, so please comment, okay, what you are liking in my videos, and what do you want to see more improvement. Okay, you know, everybody improves every day. Okay, I'm not expert, I'm not expert of English, but I try to give my level best. Okay, because as we know, human is an error.